and inversely as the square of z. Now if x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 5, then z is equal to 4. Find A, the value of k, B, the value of y when x is equal to 9 and z is equal to 3, and D, the value of z when y is equal to 2 and x is equal to 8. Alright, so what do we do? First of all, we need to come up with a formula, right? How do we do that? Let's interpret the meaning of the sentence. We are told y varies directly as x, right? So that means y varies, right, directly as x. Let's continue. Okay, and inversely as the square of z. So we have and inversely, so we multiply there as the square of z. So z is squared there. So we need to introduce k, which is the value, the constant of variation, which will give us k x, right, over z squared. Now we are told that, so remember, to calculate the value of k, you need to use these values that you'll be given. And this question, remember, it's coming from mixed variation, okay? Other people may call it other name, but yeah, it's mixed variation because you can see in the question, y is varying both directly as well as inversely. Alright, so it's mixed. Alright, let's get back to the question. So we have x is equal to 2. We have y is equal to 5. We have z is equal to 4. And we want to calculate the value of k, right? Which we don't know. So remember, we need to apply this formula here to calculate A, the value of k. So we're going to substitute. Our y is 5, right? So our y is 5. So let's do that. We substitute. Y is equal to 5. K is what we are looking for. Now x, we are told x is 2. And then we are also told that z is 4. Now this is square, right? So look at this. We have 5, right? This is what we're going to get. 5 multiplied by that's 16. Okay, let me not do that. Let me just go step by step. So we have 5 here, right? Is equal to, so look at this, we have 2k over 16, right? Now we can divide. 2 can go into 16 8 times, right? So if we do that, this means the value of k now is equal to 5 times 8, right? Which is giving us nothing but 40. Thank you so much. So after calculating the value of k, then our final general formula for this question will be y is equal to 40x over z squared, right? Thank you so much. So we can use the same one also to calculate b. So this is a, remember, we have calculated the value of k, which is the constant of variation, right? Now we can go to b. We can calculate our b. Okay. So here is the question now in full. So we want to calculate b now. B, we want the value of y, right? When we have been given x is equal to 9 and z is equal to 3. So remember again, we need to apply our formula So we have found the general formula to be y is equal to 40. Remember 40, we have substituted this with k, because k is the constant of variation, which we have calculated to be 40. So we had 40x over z squared, right? So we want to calculate the value of y when you can go back to the question and check what is the value of x. The value of x is 9, right? So we substitute. Alright, and the value of can the person please switch off that phone which is ringing? Thank you so much. Alright, thank you. And make sure you switch off your phones. And some of you guys, that's when you are logging in. Oh. Alright, I'll keep this. I'll forward it in the group. Okay? But next time, make sure you don't log in late. Okay? Anyway, let's finish up. Make sure you ask if there's any question. Alright? Okay. Okay, let's proceed. So we have z there, and the value of z is 3. So we have 3 there, and this is squared. So we're going to have y is equal to, that's y is equal to, we have 40. Let's just do this step by step. So we have 9 there, and we have 9 down there, right? Which means we can divide 9 into 9, and that will give us y is nothing but 40, right? Okay. So that's B. We have found the value of y, and we can finish up with C. So by C, we want to find the value of z when y is equal to 2 and x is equal to 8. You can see that in the question, that is D, right? So remember, we're still using the same formula. That's the same formula here. So let's just get the formula so that you can see how we are applying it. So again, we start with the same formula. Now remember, what we have is that we want to calculate the value of not y, z this time, right? So want to calculate the value of z. We don't know what it is, right? When y is equal to 2 and x is equal to 8, right? Alright, thank you so much. So we can simply substitute y. Our y is 2. Now our 40, that's our constant of variation. We have already substituted. Now we have that 8, and we have z squared, right? So we can make z the subject of the formula. That's z squared is equal to, so we have 40, right? So we have 40 multiplied by 8, and we have, there we divide by 2. So look at this. We can divide 2 into 8 so that we get, that's 4, right? That's 2 into 8, that will give you 4, right? Okay, now look at this. What we are going to remain with here is simply 40, right? Excuse me. So we're just going to have 40 multiplied by 4. And okay, let me just copy this. Now, what are you getting? 40 multiplied by 4. This is going to give you 160. Okay. Now we want to get rid of the square, right? So we have that. giving us z is equal to the square root of 160. That's 160, sorry. Let me just write this properly, or you're able to see. Okay, so that's 160, right? So this is paper 1. So since it's paper 1, you can just leave it like that, or you can simplify it. Okay, so thank you so much. I expect you to answer all the questions in the tutorial that I posted in the group, and this question and other questions, when you scroll above you see the videos. I've just answered 3 questions from the tutorial. I thought this might help you as you prepare for exams. So thank you so much. If there's any question, make sure you ask, you post in the group on WhatsApp. I'll be able to respond to you.